unless you've been living in a rabbit hole, of course you have heard about all the craziness with GameStop trading, with all these commission-free fintech apps that have been reinforced with the social app Reddit, and has resulted in the so-called rise of the retail trader. This is mostly in the US, where retail bros, as they are called, are apparently maybe affecting in a meaningful way stock prices, especially of certain tech companies. And there's this polarization between retail, which is on the rise, and institutionals. So it brings us to remember that owning shares is not like a lottery ticket. Peter Lynch has talked about this a lot and has said that although it's easy to think of owning a share as a lottery ticket, whether it's a longer term for retirement or rather a shorter term lottery ticket like most lottery tickets are for, a quarter or a year, it's actually, owning a share is actually about partly being owner of a business. And the question is, have these fintechs, the commission-free trading fintechs, the social trading fintechs, have they reinforced this idea about feeling that owning a share either directly or through a wrapper like a fund or an ETF is more like a lottery ticket? And just to give you some numbers, eToro, the 14-year-old social trading app that will be IPOing soon through a SPAC, is reporting 20 million accounts, and only 5 million were opened new accounts last year in 2020. And this year, in the first half of the first quarter, January and half of February, 2 million new accounts. The retail bros are these lottery ticket buyers. And just ask yourself, if you are a shareholder of Amazon or PayPal, are you aware and have you voted on holding accountable these companies by forcing them to have an independent audit for their racial discrimination practices and their civil rights practices? Have you voted? Are you aware of it? Where is the technology that facilitates this type of information and makes it easy with a swipe? We need technologies that digitize the fact that if you are a shareholder, most probably, in most cases, you have voting rights that go to waste. And this we can see because the reported facts are that the big three asset managers, that is BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, have an amazing concentration of power in terms of voting power. They control the voting power of over 50% of the S&P 500 companies. What we want is fintechs that not only will alleviate this polarization between retail investors and institutional investors, or this disempowerment of the smaller institutional investors, because all the process of voting is still very manual, paper-based, and error-prone, and really delayed. We need those technologies, and we need technologies that will increase the participation of exercising your voting rights towards zero waste of voting power. If you think of it, these are social issues at their core. Owning shares of a company is not a lottery ticket. It is connected with being partly owner of a company. Digitization, unfortunately, creates a distancing from the actual asset that you own. The same is for consumer banking. Although we desire more digitization, this may result in not feeling connected with, this wealth. Stock ownership is not a lottery ticket. It is about owning partly a business. If you are a Tesla holder, have you voted? Are you aware of the fact that there was a vote about whether Tesla should be practicing paid ads or not? Are these issues that you care about, or are you just interested in purchasing a lottery ticket?